The Galactic Intelligence Assessment Report on Species, human read like a comedy of errors. Dr. Zentheri, the Council's chief xenopsychologist, had spent 15 years compiling what would become the most embarrassing evaluation in galactic history. Subject species demonstrates consistent failure across all cognitive benchmarks. She dictated to her recording device while reviewing the data for the 1,000th time. Mathematical reasoning, 23rd percentile. Logical problem solving, 31st percentile. Pattern recognition, 18th percentile. Strategic planning, 12th percentile. The tests had been administered through carefully disguised entertainment programs broadcast to Earth. Puzzle games, logic challenges, strategic simulations that measured everything from individual IQ to collective decision-making capabilities. Humanity had failed spectacularly at every single one. High Chancellor Mordak of the Galactic Council reviewed the report with barely concealed disdain. The crystalline being's 6 arms gestured dismissively at the holographic data streams. This species barely qualifies as sentient. Their responses suggest the intelligence level of our agricultural drones. Indeed, agreed Councillor Vextai, her tentacles writhing with amusement. They consistently chose the least optimal solutions in every scenario. Their creativity appears to be random neural misfiring rather than actual innovation. The Council's decision was unanimous. Humanity would be classified as a Class 7 species, suitable for basic labor and resource extraction, but requiring constant supervision. Their planet would be harvested for its abundant minerals, while the humans themselves would be relocated to agricultural worlds where their limited cognitive abilities could be properly managed. The invasion fleet launched 3 months later, 50,000 ships carrying the most advanced technology in the galaxy. The plan was simple: a show of overwhelming force followed by peaceful occupation. The humans, recognizing their obvious inferiority, would surely submit without resistance. Admiral Kethvor commanded the operation from his flagship, confident this would be the most boring conquest in military history. "Commence planetary scans," he ordered as they entered the Sol system. "Identify population centers for the relocation ships." That's when the first anomaly appeared. Long-range sensors detected energy signatures around Earth that didn't match their intelligence profiles. The planet was supposed to have primitive nuclear power and basic satellite networks. Instead, they were reading defensive installations that registered as Class 3 technology, military-grade systems that shouldn't exist. "Sensor malfunction," Admiral Kethvor concluded. "These creatures can barely solve basic arithmetic. Run diagnostics." The diagnostics came back clean. The readings were accurate. Before anyone could process this information, every ship in the invasion fleet received the same transmission simultaneously, a feat that should have been impossible given humanity's primitive communication systems. A human appeared on their screens, unremarkable, middle-aged, wearing simple clothing. He smiled pleasantly and spoke in perfect galactic standard, another impossibility according to their intelligence reports. "Greetings," the human said. "I'm Dr. Robert Chen, and I represent Earth's Coordination Committee. We've been expecting you." Admiral Kethvor found his voice first. "Surrender immediately and you will not be harmed. Your species will be relocated to suitable agricultural facilities where—" "Oh, we know about the plan," Dr. Chun interrupted gently. "Asteroid mining, forced relocation, agricultural labor. We read the transmission protocols you've been using to coordinate your approach. Fascinating encryption, by the way. Took us almost 6 hours to crack." The bridge fell silent. Their quantum-encrypted military communications were supposedly unbreakable. Dr. Chun continued, "We should probably mention those intelligence tests you've been giving us. We knew what they were from day one. We've been deliberately failing them for 15 years. "Impossible," Admiral Kethvor sputtered. "Our xenopsychological profiles were written by Dr. Zentheri, who has a doctorate in theoretical intelligence but has never actually studied a genuinely adaptive species," Dr. Chan said. "We've read her papers. Brilliant theoretical work, but she fundamentally misunderstands how intelligence actually develops on survival worlds." The human's expression grew serious. You tested us on optimal solutions to controlled problems. But we don't live in a controlled environment. We live on a planet that's been trying to kill us for millions of years. We didn't evolve to find the best answer. We evolved to find the answer that keeps us alive. Around the fleet, space began filling with objects that definitely hadn't been there moments before. Ships, weapons platforms, defensive installations, all emerging from what had appeared to be empty space. Your tests measured intelligence the way you understand it, Dr. Chun concluded. Linear thinking, optimal solutions, predictable responses. But the most dangerous kind of intelligence isn't the kind that solves the puzzle correctly. It's the kind that realizes the puzzle is a trap and builds a different game entirely. Admiral Kethvor stared at his tactical displays in growing horror. 50,000 ships, and they were completely surrounded. The Council will hear of this, he managed weakly. Dr. Chun smiled again. The Council already knows. We've been in direct communication with them for 3 days. They're reassessing their classification system. The invasion fleet departed 12 hours later, escorted to the edge of the system by ships that officially didn't exist. The Galactic Intelligence Assessment Report was quietly deleted from all archives. Dr. Zentheri received a new assignment studying asteroid formations in uninhabited systems. Her replacement's first official act was to add a new category to the intelligence classification system, deceptively adaptive. Earth became the only planet in galactic history to receive a Class 1 designation while still failing every standardized test.